Welcome, Cancer. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, getting ready to do your October full moon reading. The full moon is in Aries on the 9th of October in the west coast of the U.S. There are many planets beginning to station direct towards the end of October, but specifically Mercury has stationed direct, and Pluto will be stationing direct just in time for this full moon. These planets generally are helping us to gain clarity about the resources we have available to us, to help us stage our new movement forward towards the end of this month, as Jupiter stations direct just ahead of the new moon. So I will do a separate reading about the full moon, but for now and before we get started, I want to thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. It is deeply appreciated. In fact, all the ways you support me are, and I thank you for that. Let's get started, Cancer, with your overall energy for the second half of October, the Six of Swords. This card is very clearly showing you to be moving away from difficulty, showing you to be moving away from what has been a constant, turbulent, choppy, and emotional experience, environment in which you were not seen. You are turning your back to those who haven't seen you, who have not acknowledged you, your presence, your gifts, your ideas, your energy, and you're moving to a calmer place. Partially in seeking this peace, you are also seeking to accept the appropriateness of these struggles, of these challenges, as being necessary to getting you to a place of greater peace and calm. In the past, Cancer, we have the Five of Cups, the Three of Cups, and the Ace of Wands. It's interesting that the Five of Cups and the Three of Cups are kind of a similar language. However, the Five of Cups that you have grieved, that you are mourning, that you are contemplating the tremendous disappointment and betrayal that you've experienced, are only serving to focus you on what remains. And in fact, this Five of Cups is turning into a source of triumph for you. As you have grieved these losses, grieved these heartaches or disappointments, you are instead recognizing that your ability to overcome these challenges has brought you together with an intimate circle of support. And this is something you're celebrating. Out of the heartache has come a greater acknowledgement and ability to feel the other side of heartache. This is your heart mending. You're actively seeking to gain the understanding that was embedded in these challenges in your past. And instead, you are creating community out of the ability to overcome them, to share your story, and to, by exposing your vulnerability, turn that into a source of strength and celebration. You are moving in a new direction. You are desiring new challenges, new opportunities to grow and move forward. And that is completely consistent with your desire to turn away from a familiar community, a chaotic, emotional, dramatic, drama-filled environment. In your present, we have the Six of Coins or Pentacles, the Justice card, and the Seven of Cups. You are absolutely looking for balance, and as you are seeking balance, you have known, even as you mourned this unhappy situation, that your gratitude is turning towards the two cups, the balance. This is your authentic connection with your self-knowledge, who you are, and you are now able to address that. You are looking to make space to receive in your life. You are understanding that you have given all that has been asked and required of you, and yet you have often felt as though that support, that attention to your needs has not been experienced or expressed. You are instead recognizing that your ability to give, your overgiving, now needs to be balanced with a space to receive. But you have to make that space. You have to ask for that support. And in balancing asking, you are not only addressing the past, speaking to the past, the unfairness, the injustice of what you've experienced, but you're also writing that. You're also recognizing your role in that and seeking to equalize the balance, harmonize your energies, balance your relationships so that they are more fair and that you receive what you have put in as you give to those who have requested it of you. This is allowing you to recognize many more options. Although those options are necessarily not all equal, not all equally beneficial, some of them are part of the confusion that is being released by this release of emotions. As you have released these heartaches, the disappointments, as you seek to balance the treatment that you've received, you are buoyed up by a sense of your imagination, your fantasies about the things you can have, even though knowing that some of these are indeed simply illusions. You're also able to see the illusions more clearly at this time, so that you understand many of the options before you are merely distractions from something that you truly desire. In your immediate future, we have the Seven of Swords, the Ace of Cups, and the Page of Swords. You have your second ace in the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups and the Ace of Wands are really indicating that your desire for growth is coming out of this ability to tend to your needs, to tend to what it is you desire, to acknowledge that, to feel the hopefulness, the anticipation, the excitement that comes from recognizing an opportunity, even considering that opportunity to create something, to do something differently, to move into unfamiliar territory. But now you have the strength of purpose, the faith in yourself that no matter what comes, you are capable of understanding all of the range of experience, the value of it, the benefit of it. You are still continuing to understand and process the fallout from that community, that environment in which your success was not heralded with joy, with excitement, received with happiness by others. However, you now understand that you and are able to consider the source of this misinformation, this dismissal, this lack of credit that was amplified by your sense of insecurity in the past, your lack of feeling that you really belonged where you were, and that this is a kind of imposter syndrome card, and you now understand that those negative comments, negative feedback, particularly that criticism that might have dismissed your desires or your ability to pursue something that made you happy, is now you are now seeing it as a reflection of the people that delivered that, those who gossiped, those that were unkind. And now you are also able to select those battles, select the information based on the source and evaluating its value moving forward, so that you're not allowing this negative feedback to stop you or hinder your move forward, what you now know is best for you. And this is indeed opening you up in beautiful ways to consider your perspective, restructure your thoughts, understanding that it is your thoughts that create your reality. You're now empowered to want to learn, to want to listen, as you feel less and less guarded about experiencing your emotions. You are understanding the information that your feelings contain. You're also open up to conversation, discourse. Your curiosity is piqued, and you're now finding yourself seeking out information or inspiration from new places. I'm going to clarify the Justice card with the 10 of Cups and the 5 of Wands. It's interesting that it is the process of renegotiating your relationships with those you love, with those who may have hurt you in the past, with those who may not be able to follow your lead, to pursue your interests, to attend to your desires, and to forgive that. It is the process of working with that circle of intimates, family members, team members, with whom you are processing issues and challenges, problems. You are crafting those relationships in such a way that you can all agree to work at the level of your skills in an equitable way to solve something together. This is a beautiful transmutation of energies from a troubled past to a present in which you are able to be open in your communication, honest about your skills and abilities, and able to work in a way that respects the skills and talents of all, and allows you to learn, allows you to listen and open up and understand better. But it is this process that allows you to appreciate the abundance of your environment, of your life, of the opportunities you've had to date. I'm going to finish off this reading, Cancer, with a botanical inspiration. And Sweet Pea has flown out, and the key words are blissful pleasure. Joseph Campbell said, "Follow your bliss, and the universe will open doors where there were only walls." I'm going to leave this for you here, Cancer. Thank you so much for this beautiful reading. Until next time, namaste.